Here we go, darling. We got it all. Come around here and tell us quickly. It's 6 o'clock. We've just got on to our ship, Diamond Princess. We're right up the top on deck
16.
And we're just about to pull out of Sydney Harbour. That's the Sanctuary over there. No doubt we'll get some movies there later on. Just show you the Sanctuary while I can. We've got bands playing. Everything's a little bit quiet on here at the moment because most of the people are still downstairs, but they will filter up very shortly. Come around there into Circular Quay where the ferries come in, and I'll take you around now to the front of the ship. Over there is Opera House, Naval Shipyard in the back. You can walk right around there from Circular Quay. And right around here is the Harbour Bridge. And I think we're due to set sail about 6:30 or something like that, and it's 6 o'clock now. So we're nearly ready to go. That's the outdoor theatre you can see there. Massive ship. Beautiful. We're on this for 12 luxurious days. Unfortunately, weather's not the best now. I'm back to the Sanctuary, which is at the back of the boat. That's it. I guess we're going.
Just a minute.
Awesome. Here we go. New Zealand, here we come.
Cruising, you're excited. We're just leaving the harbour. We're sailing away. And it's party time.
now around about 9:15 at night. We're coming up through Sydney, but because of the 8-foot swell, the pool in here is closed, and as you can see why. Oh, she's rough. Watch the pool. She's rough. Not too many people around now. And Mum's going well. I'll show you a photo of her, but she's going very well. I'm very happy with her. Give us a wave, darling. Hang on. Alright. Catch up with you later. Bye. Day one at sea on Friday. And here's our brekkie. Out in the middle of the Bass Strait. Little bit of a swell, isn't there, dear?
Just a tad.
Waiters to wait on you. Nice healthy brekkie. And a view to die for. One of the fellas came and took us and brought us in here, so I'm going to go and thank him. And that's actually the dining room looking around in here now. Very, very nice. This is one of the many dining rooms. Not just the only one. There's many of them, but this one you get waited on. Enjoy. Today is Friday, and as you can see, it's a little windy, and we're out in 9 metres well of the Bass Strait, heading to the Tasman Strait. It's a little rocky, a little windy. This is closed where we are, the terrace pool. We'll give you a look at the ocean of the Bass Strait. And Mum is faring so well, she's whacking them tablets into her. That's the back of the cruise ship there, you can see. I may as well bring you over and let you have a look. No, but you're sheltered here. Everything is closed on the top deck here because of the weather. And I'd say it will remain closed today. It's supposed to die down this afternoon, but we've got to hit the Tasman Strait yet. That's bloody straits of luck. That's part of cruising. Mum's faring well, aren't you, darling? We'll finish with Lizzie. Oh, it's not that bad. And look at Dad, wait till you see me. Can you see me, darling? Where's the bar? It doesn't matter because everyone seems like they're all pissed. Not pissed, it's the way they're walking. Bye. Push the red button at the top. Okay, this is our atrium. Don't think you can see the sea, but it's still rough. These are observation lifts where you go up in a tube. What a beautiful cruise ship. such a gigantic ship. I've never seen anything this big. Shops everywhere. The Crooners Bar. And that's the Princess Theatre where the entertainment is in there.
I'm going to get back down to the... And we will be your production vocalists for this voyage. Here are just a few of our fabulous Diamond Princess dancers. We have Anton, Steph, Jade, and Max. We hope you have a wonderful cruise on board, and we look forward to seeing you all at all 5 of our production shows this cruise. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. I want
Now, you saw him last night in the Princess Theatre doing his show Fireworks on 4 Strings. You will see him again tonight with the Diamond Princess Singers and Dancers in one of our newest production shows, Bravo. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with an intimate close-up look. Please put your hands together for the dynamic Chris Watkins!
It's lovely and calm. Here we go. The only way to stay refreshed here is to see this man. See that man down there? He'll keep you happy. tonight is Friday the 5th, which is the second day at sea. And what are we eating on? And where are we? I'll just show you this while she's...
Pork belly.
Pork belly.
Do you need pepper for you?
Oh, look at this.
No,
Yes, please.
yeah.
Yes, please. Look at this.
Enjoy your
That's our
dinners.
lady here, look. Lovely. That's the type of service you get. There's our wine. And what restaurant are we in, Love? What's the name of this one?
This is pork.
Sorry?
Pork belly
Pork
with
belly.
homemade apple salt.
Yes, you got a mouthful.
I've got a mouthful of food. Typical.
It is the Savoy, so I'm going to eat and enjoy it too. Probably doesn't look the best at that angle, but it is absolutely beautiful. See you later. Today is Saturday the 6th, and this section here, Kay, especially for you, is the outside bath area of the Japanese section. That's straight out to the ocean there, people. It's not as rough as what it has been. And as we come around in here, that's our I don't know whether that's cold or not. It's only 3 foot 2 inches, it says. And what's inside, love?
The baths.
So it's the Japanese bath section. I'm not sure how it goes, Kay, but I think it's $15 and you stay in here for 2 hours, which I think would be absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Unfortunately, the pool down there is still shut. They've still got no decks open yet, and this is the 3rd day. But hopefully we'll be right from tomorrow onwards. Bye.
I'm finding it very difficult to clear his stuff out. I said, I'm on my way. So I went round and in the cupboard was 3 boxes. She went to make a coffee. I opened the first box and in there was an envelope. Inside the envelope there was £7,000 cash. And there was a note in there saying, this £7,000 cash is for the plot. I opened the second box, another envelope. I opened the envelope and in there was £13,000 cash. And there's a note in there saying, this £13,000 is for the burial. Third box, I opened it up. Envelope inside. I opened up the envelope, there was £21,000 cash. And there was a note in there saying, this cash is for the stone. I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You really can have a heart that hurts me like you hurt me and be so untrue.
Without you I die, dear, knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't be another heart that hurts me like you hurt me and be so untrue. What am I to do? Knowing I love you so. Anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't be another heart that hurts me like you hurt me and be so untrue. When I said I needed you, you said you would always stay. It wasn't me who changed, but you. Now you've gone away. Don't you see that now you're gone and I'm left here on my own? That I have to follow you, beg you to come home. You don't have to say you love me, just stay close and hand. You don't have to stay forever, I'll understand. Believe me, I can't help but love you, believe me.
So you're going to miss it, but you're going to miss the island? Yeah, you're going to miss the island. Lose water. Okay. And the land is wide, is it? It's sand. So you've got to get out of it. Okay. So you need to go right over here and then back over there. That's a long way.
Why is everyone so happy?
Because it's happy hour.
Is it happy hour?
It certainly is. Can't you tell by the amount of alcohol on the table?
Strike me, Ryan. How many you got lined up? It's happy hour.
Yes.
Hang on, I want to get you. There you go. Now this time you're on video. Hey, good on you, mate.
I'm happy.
You are. He's a good man. What day is it, dear?
Sunday.
This is our little nap siesta after our happy hour.
hold up to 5 million merino. They have a pink nose, white feet. This is a high dry conditioned sheep. It's yours, mate. No juicy lamb chops on the sky. If you want lamb chops, this is the breed you're looking for. This is Monarch Romney. Now Romney comes all the way from England. England! Yay! Should be excited, this is your sheep. This is New Zealand's #1 sheep breed. We farm for meat or prime export lamb and for their wool, most commonly used in the carpet industry. Here comes the #2 sheep breed of the world. This is Sterling the Coroner. He must be Australian. No, he's actually a king, born and bred. First breed developed in New Zealand. We cross a merino with a Lincoln, put them together to get a corridor. 2.8 million in New Zealand, now 250 million farmed throughout the world. If you want feisty, here he is, little Jimmy, our feisty sheep. Why is this breed so feisty? They're from Scotland. That's right. Come rain, come snow, they'll be outside looking for the last blade of grass. They'll survive in conditions where other sheep breeds can't. Very hardy breed. First wool is used for tartans, tweeds and blankets. Comb that helps to guide through the wool. Sits on top of the sheep's skin and it slides. On top of the comb is a 4-tooth cutter. It slides very quickly back and forth. That's what cuts the wool. These are very sharp. Sometimes when we shear sheep we can make mistakes. We can cut ourselves and we can cut the sheep. We don't mean to, it is just the way it is. Sheep are funny shaped animals. Sometimes they have things on their skin that we cannot see. Sometimes there's wrinkles. Sometimes there's skin imperfections. They're covered by wool, we can't see them. So yes, we can give them a cut. Very similar to men, guys, you have a shave in the morning. Sometimes you cut yourself, but it heals very quickly. Same as a sheep. So we try our best not to do it, but it's just the way it is. Now there are other things we have to look out for. There are things hanging out of the sheep. There's ears, eyes. It's got an ear tag. We're going to be careful around the head. You think that's bad? Milk production. Reproduction. Those parts must stay on the sheep. Does anyone here feel sorry for the sheep? Anyone feel sorry for the sheep? Hands up. Oh, there's a few of you. Do you want to swap places? Get a haircut. But don't feel sorry for the sheep. This is a very important part of their life. Here in New Zealand, we shear our sheep every 6 months. Now I'm going to shear the sheep as slow as I can so you can see exactly what's happening, okay? Nice and slowly. Remember, this is an animal. Sometimes they do fight. That's the way it is. We just have to get the job done. So nice and slowly, we're going to take this wool off. So you start on the cheek and the stomach of the sheep. Put it down the ground. Good. Be grateful. All the way down to the backbone. A little bit off the top. She told me, this is cheap. This is cheap. No good for sheep. No, it's okay. So you don't have to explain. You give me cheap clothing, I give you cheap sheep. When you get back to China, put this sheep in a bucket of water. In 2 minutes' time, boom! Shave the sheep. Give her a hand, ladies. photo taken? Oh, very good. Oh, photo here? Thank you very much for the good job. Hey buddy, nice shirt. What's his name? Lucas. Where are you from? Taiwan as well? Taiwan. Lucas? Lucas, future All Blacker? Yes? Squeeze and slide, baby. Oh, very good. Good job, Lucas. Back to the top. Squeeze, slide. Well done. Lucas, if you're in your hands, that's your certificate. You're qualified. Oh, we got the left. After the show, the lambs will be in the nursery waiting for food, okay? Hop in there, give them a cuddle. You might be able to give them a feed if they have lunch, okay? Righto, guys. Guys, sit back to the office. Now, rock, sit. Rock, stand. So this dog can move up to 1,000 sheep all by himself by using his powerful bark. Because sheep are scared of this dog, right? Another 10. Same thing happens on the farm. The sheep stop. So we're going to run the dog over the sheep's back to get the front ones moving. We call it backing. Would you like to see it? Come on, folks. Would you like to see it?
Yes!
Me too. Rock, go get a coffee. In order to do backing, it's best to have the sheep on their feet. I'm going to put your word for it. Here we go. Sheep, stand up. Not today, boys. Come on, you signed the contract, not me, let's go. Up you get, come on. That's it, boys. Samson. Samson. Come on, boys, we're going to have a barbecue. You're all invited. Ozzy. Good boy. Luke, come on. Owen, you're awake, bud? Huh? Having a good sleep, mate? Sorry to wake you. Up you get. Come on, mate, on your feet, that's it. Up you get. Big night, was it? Ghost, ladies and gentlemen. Rock. You met Rock? You met? This is our older dog, Pink. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the show. On behalf of myself, Chanel, the interpreters, and the Ecodome, thank you very much.
Sisters who lived in the area, yeah. This pool is considerably hot, anywhere from around 90 to 100 degrees C. 90 to 100 degrees C. Walking across there, it behaves like quicksand. You'll sink down and you'll disappear. It's deep enough too. It's around 6 to 10 meters deep. So if you fell in there, you will disappear. Yeah, you'll cook too for your troubles because it's extremely hot. Remember, if you go to the gift store later, you'll see that they sell things like the creams, soaps, lotions, the mud packs, which are very, very good for the skin. You can go downtown to the spa retreats and have a mud facial done with the geothermal mud. But these mud pools at the source are very, very hot. So we don't suggest going over there and slapping your face in the mud or anything like that. Do wait for the packs at the gift store. Of the thermal pools, hot springs of this park of ours. The geysers, the hot pools and springs are born of our volcanic past or history. Rotorua, the city, actually sits inside a very old volcano. So yeah, we're inside it. There where you see the skyline is the outer lip or ring of this volcano. The Earth's crust is incredibly thin, only a few kilometers thick. Between us and magma, only about 3 to 5 kilometers. It is this magma that's the element or the heating source for water. So here we are at the top, the magma is here. In between there's a large reservoir of water. Some of that water gets heated and comes back as steam vents, hot pools, geysers and mud pools that we have here at our park.
What a great place. And a lot of fish in there. Oh, Ridgewell.
A lot of the plants have learned to adapt to living in these conditions.
Changed a lot down there anyway.
Some of the around the edge of the pool, I wouldn't say it's as hot as
Places now like the other side, big stuff down.
so that's how they're able to sort of survive. But there's sometimes the pool is gradually getting bigger, slowly but surely. But it has taken about 500 years to get to this size. Slowly but surely, yes, it is growing. In our park, there's some in the area that are much bigger. This is our biggest one. Nothing to sort of bother them at this stage.
You won't build there anyway. I can't believe it.
$1 million view, right? Pools along the side there, just dump a bit of hot water in there, but not enough to alter its temperature. It stays cold all the way through. So if you see ducks swimming there, they're not bothered because it's cold water.
You can't get my hand in your
You see the plants that are there, they're lush, they're green, they're not bothered by hot water because it is cold. So wildlife is sustained by this river, waterfowl, fish tend to live there as well. So our area of course has around sort of 5 geysers. 5 main geysers here in the geothermal field. They are basically unto themselves a natural entity, which will do, basically means they'll do whatever they want, whenever they want. There are some geysers in the world which have a regular time frame. Probably the world's most famous tiger, located in North America at a place called Yellowstone National Park. They have the world's most famous.
Unbelievable place.
The wonderful aroma that's present in the air. You do get used to it after a while, believe it or not. Well, if you can smell it and you have sinus problems, ladies and gentlemen, you can extend your viewing. You see the people at the top there, you can do the same. I'll see you back here in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, go for a bit of a heat wave, a walk, meander up the top there. See you back here on the bridge in around about 10 minutes. If you didn't want to go up there, you don't have to. You can stay here if you like.
Te pau ko mana wa e no
gentle pressing of the noses with all our warriors here, Chief. Our warrior. Take your seat, Chief. Please give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be sharing with you songs and dances from the past to the present. We feature this action here, the witty, the shaking of the hands, which depicts the life force within our bodies, our breathing patterns. It is also one of our unique ways in which we interpret the words that we sing. Another way is with the use of this object here, the poi, a ball at the end of a piece of twine which is twirled, beaten against the palm of the hand to denote a variety of sounds, or to depict the wing patterns of our small birds and insects in flight. We then take you back in time to a typical village scene where we will demonstrate to you one of our stick games, the tirapo, the long stick game being demonstrated here by Tāpero. The idea is to manoeuvre the stick around the body like so in time to the music. We also share with you various other items as well. Okay, Titoria, our short stick game. Our players sit themselves down to groups of 2s and 4s. What they must do is throw the sticks to one another in time to the music and in the hope of no one dropping a stick. But for now, folks, I'd like to ask that you all please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Kia ora! How about another round of applause for our warriors? We're going to share with you all now a love song. We sing the song in honour of 2 long ago ancestors who lived in this area several hundred years ago. They were the beautiful chieftainess Hinemoa. She lived on our shore's edge of Lake Rotorua. And Te Tanakai, a handsome warrior who lived on Makuya Island in the middle of our lake.
Yeah.
taken photo, the form of the tape was employed by our people to make jewelry. You go next door to the gift store, that's later just you'll see the make jewelry and things like that out of this store.
Feel the fibre inside, it's very strong. Made of the fishing lines, especially rope, string, passed around. And in the 18th century, it held all the ships in the Australian harbour. Wow. They made huge ropes, thick and long by the metre, with that same New Zealand fibre.
These bars here at Rotorua, the steam just keeps coming up all the time. And for those that have got a good smell, you'll be able to smell the sulphur on this video. Never stops the steam. That's strong sulphur, people. That's the museum over there. Time to leave. We're out of here.
She made me nervous. She took me in and she gave me breakfast. And she said, you come from a land down under.
Turn right on, do boy.
Then he come back inside.
税金だけ払ってね。領収書だけ取ってある。娘さんも口座入れてるけど。そうです。で、それを全部通帳にして、少しかけるね。それはやっといていいですね。そこまではそれはかからないんですから。
Just leaving now.
Odd years ago. When I first came back to Sydney, I came to Sydney in 1990.
Moving sideways, I guess. You wouldn't know we were moving. See the bubbles?
It would have been 90 or 91.
Moving pretty quick, really.
私たちの名義でまだ貼ってるんです、長男。現職員で、長女が横浜へなんか一軒家が欲しいっていうので、土地だけちょっと私の名義で、まだ私の名義なんだけど、それで次男の平方自然にもその人のあれにならないでしょ。クラスになってもならないんだけれども、同居してればいいわけ。同居してればいい。
She used to drive the booze bus at Umina.
I know.
That's our sister.
That's your sister. She's a wag.
But my sister-in-law used to
get money and not like that.
My sister-in-law used to drive the booze bus at Adelaide, but my sister used to drive Umina.
It's not a booze bus.
その人にっていうのが私が。そういうことやな。
So you know of Gail.
I know her, but I didn't know her name was Gail.
私たちが住んでる家が一番ちょっと大きな大きい感じのそれをどうするかっていうのはそれもちょっと書いてある。遠い一軒田舎に家があるとしたら娘がね、私そんな田舎の家いらんわ、このお家欲しいわって。
Do you know Terry Lewis?
Well, his wife went to Sharon. No, sorry, his sister was Sharon. She worked on the railway.
missed the hoots this time, but Elizabeth got it, I think. Did you, love? Good girl.
Lady Gaga.
That's it. That's my jam. That's my jam. Right. Okay. Okay.
I don't remember.
Got me on my knees. On my knees. Darling, won't you be my word?
Keep your day job. Nailed it to the floor.
Chicago to
I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And when I wake up, well I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And if I ever, yeah I know I'm gonna be the man who's favoring to you. Well I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever keep things that I feel?
Just a plain one for me, darling. Yep. Well, it certainly is more peaceful at sea today. Today is Tuesday, it's another day at sea. We've left the North Island. We're heading to the South Island now. It's a hard life. What did you call this section, Elizabeth? It's quiet because it's closed. It actually, it hangs out over the boat. Or over the ship, should I say. I'm going to come through here and show you and just take a quick... Elizabeth wants me to show you the carpet, the bar, the lounge, that nice looking gentleman there, see? Hello. Hello? He even give you a hello. So it's really nice, isn't it? Stars up there. She's beautiful. And stars on the floor, Mum said. Let's see if I can get in here and then we're off. Thank you. You've got a lovely position up here, and this is the furthest part you can stand out because you're actually standing out over the water. This section here, you're standing out off the edge of the ship. Unbelievable, isn't it? So we're actually standing out over the side. But it's a beautiful sea today, and right up the front there is the captain's section. Okay.
I've got water, we're good to go. Stage number 2, keep it out there, son. Stage number 2, I'm going to demonstrate, then you're going to do it, okay? You're going to hold the cup on top of your head, not yet, just watch. Once it goes up there, you're going to shut your eyes, you're going to turn anti-clockwise like this very slowly till you get back to the front. You'll know you're back at the front because I'll say open your eyes. Pretty straightforward. Hold the cup on top of your head. Shut your eyes, turn slowly to the left. Hold the cup, sir. Stop, you're back at the front. Stage number 3, look up here, sir. You're going to snap your fingers, you're going to lift the cup, the water disappears. You'll see it disappears, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a magician! Can you believe it? Perfect. I've got 2 red silks. That works out well, doesn't it, Ruthie? Perfect. 2 red silks. I'll tie them together. Favourite colour is red, and by the time I finish these, your cheeks, they're going to match the colour of these silks. That is for sure. I'm just going to tie them together. If you could do me a favour, just grab onto here with just one hand. Excellent. Place the ends just down your top. The ends, just poke the ends down your top. But yes, please do. All of a sudden you're paying attention, sir. You cheeky man. Poke in, come on, a bit more, poke in. You're done, a couple more inches. Done? Yes, okay, that's enough. Now, Ruth, I'm going to ease you into the show simply with a packet of cards. Every magician in the world will do at least one card trick. This will be my demonstration. Some of you may be thinking, well, he's already done one card trick. I did it invisibly. This time I'm going to do it visibly so you can see the moment the magic actually happens. Once again, ace through to king of all the 4 suits. But I have wondered how I can entertain you just with 52 little pieces of paper. Whether I can stand out the front and do something like this, that would be entertaining. As you can tell by all their faces. They expect so much more out of magicians these days. Oh, I've got one. Can you grab that for me, please, Ruth? Party, 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 party. Can you grab those? Oh, don't worry, Ruth, don't worry. I'll get it. Ruth, I'll get you to select one. But believe me, I'm not going to influence her at all. You can take out any particular one you want. You don't have to take that one, but it's very cool that you did. Go ahead. You're a top chicky babe. I love this. Anyone you like. Go ahead. Now, on the face of the card, which is the side with the letters and the numbers, just write your name, phone number, and availability on the weekend. Most important thing is you don't show me the card. A lot of people, they ask me, how do you become a magician? It's such a unique field. There's only 8 of us who do it professionally in Sydney, where I'm from. Only 3 of us as full-time Canadian magicians. So how do you start? You start with cards. This will be the overhand shuffle. It's what most people use when you play poker or blackjack at home. Magicians, we use ripple shuffle. Cascade finish. Russians are a bit different. It's one card rushing after each other. If you missed it, suicide. It's okay, don't worry, take it easy. The Irish shuffle. The Tony Abbott shuffle, where you take the queens out. He doesn't like to play with them. Now I know where the Aussies are. Right. And you like politics. What about the Pauline Hanson shuffle, where you separate the reds from the blacks? That looks something like... Now, she was a bit of a fool. I never liked what she did. You know, the very best thing that happened to Australia is we had multiculturalism develop, expand, and become the nation that we have. We're the best from all over the world in our beautiful country, and we can experience whatever we want every day. I love it. It's amazing. The best thing that ever happened. Do you have the pen there? Is that of interest? Thank you so much. You've shown me it's the King of Hearts. Let's start over. Just grab a card. Strap yourself in, folks. This show could be going a while.
I'm going to take the thing out.
You smell great, Ruth. It's fine. I should also be able to smell you on the card because that card was in your hand for a while whilst you were signing your name, yes?
It's going to be on there.
Well, look, I'm all about hygiene. So for my unofficial sponsor, KFC, I've got a wet wipe.
Sponsors KFC.
What we're going to do? Grab onto that, then that. Go ahead, take it up. Oh, God. Unfold it, Ruth. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, I believe one signed card. Yes! Ah, yes! Hold that in your right hand. Yes! Hold that in your left hand. Actually, no. We'll just hold that one in your left hand. Nice and tight here, nice and tight here. Should almost bend.
What's the date? Well, today is
Okay folks, just as we leaving the wharf area here, if you look to the right hand side of our coach here, you'll notice that corrugated iron building there. In fact, that's our Westpac Sports Stadium. And that's where we hold all our national sporting fixtures. Rugby league.
Yay!
Yes. Where? Oh, the ship there. Yeah, so that's where we hold all our sporting fixtures, international games, which is rugby league, Aussie rules. Yeah, they play Aussie rules here as well. American gridiron, cricket, and a lot of outdoor concerts. It's an open air stadium. It does not have a roof. It was built in the year 2000. It seats around 35,000 people, and if need be, we can get it up to 37. And that's by bringing extra seats in around the actual playing area. Other than that, it's not a very big stadium. In between, it caters for whatever fixture we have there. So that's our Westpac Sports Stadium. Now on the left hand side also is, you'll notice all these logs here, timber. We do have a mill up in the far north in which these logs or timber get milled. Then they get cut into 4-metre lengths and they get transported down here by truck and trailer. Once they arrive here, they get exported over to Asia, China, Australia, and then they return back to us in the forms of toothpicks, chopsticks, matchsticks, but also a lot of building material.
This is Wellington.
And because the name of those 0.4 on the Richter scale. So most of the land inside the city itself and around the waterfront was all reclaimed land. Yeah, was uplifted, 6 feet or 2 meters high in some places. So it was quite major. Yeah, it was quite a quite a major earthquake here. But we had quite a big earthquake last year, the one 6.2. I mean, that's quite a shake. That sort of, it does give you the major concerns. Now, out in the harbour there, to the right of us here, you'll see a little island out there. That's well, it's called Zomes Island, but it's also been turned into a bird sanctuary at the moment. Here is where a lot of the Maori villages were, all around here, because at that time the Maori chief in charge of all these people here, his name was called Tarapaha, very fierce man, very fierce chief. So they came ashore here, and because when the Maori people saw them, they said, "Ooh, this is lunch and tea." The Maori people have never seen white people come on. So they said, "Oh, lunch and tea." Oh, and of course they couldn't understand English, but they had somebody that they could understand. But and they, because the Maori people, very sort of standoff, and they're warriors. They were a bit afraid that the English were going to attack. They saw all these weapons they had, but nothing of that came. They came to the settlement, talked, and they intermingled here. So Petone is a great historical, lot of history here. Back in the 1960s, this place, Petone, was a industrial area as well. It had a large freezing works just inside the city itself. And of course, at that time, you could buy a house here for $25,000, and which I did. I bought a house here at $25,000, and then I sold it just under $400,000. So the places along here, this waterfront here, they're looking at $1 million, $2 million here. It's from the road. You jump on this little cable car, and it actually takes you up the side of the hill and to the front door of your house. Now, very expensive to buy one of those or have them installed. There's just over 400 privately owned cable car systems like that in our city of Wellington. You'll see some of them out here, but mainly they're in the city. Other from that, other access is steps, pathways. That's why they always say that Wellingtonian people are very fit people. Because up in the hills there, you see a crane there. There's a big house up there being built. Great views though, great views. All green as well. You would think we have a lot of rain. No, we don't. Average throughout the year.
Geez, that is a narrow road. This must be the start of the storm coast they talk about. Oh, I'm glad I'm on this side. You're looking at a rock wall on the other. Oh yeah. So he's got to lock it. The other fella all waiting for him. Must be the storm coast.
there, a bit lost. An old whaling station here. And of course there's where all the sewer pipe, what do you call it, the, not sewer pipes, pumping, the sewer pumping station used to be. Yeah, out there, yeah. Just up on the left hand side here we've got 2 freshwater lakes just inside there. You just can see it from here. But inside, when you get to the lodge itself, inside there, they actually caught on the wall, got mounted on the wall, is a freshwater salmon. They actually caught it, yeah, they caught it inside there. This place, Penco, is very popular for weddings. They have a lot of weddings out here. What's that? Oh no, they use us. They use the coaches, like, and then the bride and groom actually fly out in helicopter. They've got a helicopter pad there as well. But yeah, well, I was just thinking, it's quite an expensive wedding, isn't it? $20,000.
This is a big steep climb, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh. Big climb, and you can see out through there how steep it is.
Sometimes when it's wet and the old back wheels start to skid, they jump around, it's best not to stop because it's very hard to keep going.
I can't see out there, but this is unbelievable.
Yeah, you've got to sort of keep the momentum going.
Getting those photos over there, and we're that close. Believe you me, this is steeper than the photo showing.
You might get service now for...
Yes, I'll try that in a minute. get up here we might get a service. Penkaro Lodge. Wow, what a climb to the very, very top. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, there's a view, folks. I was talking about. Here's one of our ferries going out.
Sure is.
Down to the South Island, picture them. About every 4 hours. Every 5 hours, yeah. Takes from like that ferry now, just leaving now, it'll take her 3.5 hours to get to the Picton to the South Island. You can't see you can't see the South Island from here because the clouds are so low. So this is Penkaro Lodge, folks, as you see in front of us here. People here will come out and greet us. I'll greet you folks, and then they'll take you in, sit you down, and then give you a cup of tea and a few things.
Welcome. I'll tell you this table, sorry, this side, what you're going to help yourselves. And then we've got seats for everyone, so grab a seat. Tea over this side, coffee over here, help yourselves.
Storm Coast, and I'm going to go right around in a big circle. It's very windy in Wellington. They call it Windy Wellington. That's the helipad. Come up here to the Storm Coast to this lodge. And the lodge is where we just had a beautiful cup of tea with date slices, pies, beautiful fresh sandwiches. Absolute glorious view. Lovely drive, but an incredible climb getting up to the top of your tiny town.
Operated by the Curtis family. Just tell you a little bit how we got started out here. Back in 1990, Mum and Dad purchased this farm. It's 3,000 acres. It runs more or less all out that side over there, up the strip over here, and on to Big River Flats on the other side of the hill there. And we lived in a homestead on the other side of the hill. And when we were living over there, this is all
This is the incline coming down again. Oh yeah. She's a steep drop.
Come up here and load them up. Yeah. We do that in Australia.
Very close to the edge. Oh.
Because you're going downhill.
One of the many shipwrecks. Not much left of this at all. 70 something shipwrecks, the man said. On the Storm Coast. This is the busy city of Wellington. Like every other city, it's a shitty city. They're all the same. Buses, trains, buses everywhere. They are. The buses are electric because they've got electric thing up the top. Well, that one hasn't. Buses everywhere. But that's a tram, love, not a bus. That's a tram that went around there.
Looks like a bus to me.
Yeah, it's a tram. But it's just a shitty city. There's a tram. That's a tram, Liz. There you go. Wellington cable car we're in. Oh, the light at the end of the tunnel. She's pretty steep. Wouldn't like to be walking up the hill.
Well, it is because there's two cable tracks.
Must have a station here.
That's clever.
I always see it meets in the middle.
There's the other one coming up the other side. Oh, look at that. Lights in the tunnel.
Wait, what's that? We're going fast.
Oh, you can get up here if you want to do half.
Actually under a highway there. I've never seen a tunnel with lights like that. This is interesting. Across here in the middle, hopefully at the same time. Oh, we're in trouble if we're on the same. Oh, he's not on the other thing, isn't he? Little lady driver in there. Let's do it rather together. And we continue on our journey. Stations along the way. Must be speed restrictions. 2 kilometres an hour. There you go. I think that's enough.
I wonder if at the top that's the same cable. I bet it is, so they're counterweighting each other. So when he moves, we move. That also makes sure you don't hit in the middle. Yeah. Yep, but it's one continuous cable. And then it wouldn't take much power to run it actually. Because you've got a balance. Yeah.
That would be alright as long as you've got stops.
Yeah, you're right. One coming down's pulling the other one up.
Those stops are equally spaced. It's supposed to be exactly the right spacing so that we stopped at 3, didn't we?
But then it would rely on the weight of the number of people.
Well, there would be some, there would be some control on top, but not as much as pulling it up. Yeah, because they both slow down at the same time. They both stopped at the same time.
Interesting.
No doubt that we do be a little picture over there of all the music.
And that's Wellington. Oh. There goes that beautiful view all the way back there. Back again. And I gather you know what that is down there. Diamond Princess. I just got bumped. And down we go. And so forth, back to where we stopped. There's the other one coming up. You can see down there. Just in case somebody wants to get off, and I'll leave it from here. Good job.
another.
To go into the pool?
Adult only pool.
We're about to leave Wellington, and that's the timber place down there where all the timber comes, and that's your stadium. I can't remember what that stadium holds. I think it's something like around about 30,000.
A shitload.
A shitload. You're right there. That's your traffic down there. All the timber waiting to be logged. And here we go, we're heading out to sea to the next port, which is Akaroa. I'll take a video of this again in a minute because the Saltese celebrity of the sea is coming before us. There's 2 cruise ships here in Wellington, so I'll catch up in a minute. Isn't she huge? When it goes forward. Oh yeah. Like your whistle, mate. Or your horn or whatever it is. There's his thrusters, so you turn them around. No horn yet, but no.
They're probably only allowed to blow it at certain times.
Oh, I'm not going to take miles of video just waiting for him to blow the bloody horn. Goodbye, Saltese.
Solstice.
Well, whatever. And we're departing Wellington too. Watching paint dry. So I'll wait till we get out of it. Okay? Cheers. Okay, we're leaving Wellington and we'll go for a quick little tour around the harbour. That little bit of brown you see in the water is probably from Saltese and us. Solstice or whatever you want to call them, bloody ship. And hence the reason why the speed is so slow, so it doesn't stir up all ocean silt. And out there is whatever Elizabeth wants to call the thing.
Solstice. Oh yeah, it was bacon. It was beautiful, wasn't
Where are we? Akaroa. We're going into here by tender, which is lifeboat. See one coming through there now, because there's no jet.
Got everything with you today?
This will be the start of Akaroa.
Christmas and then another cruise for a week after the week in Florida. Oh, we done some Hawaii after Christmas. We want to do what we can. So yeah, we do travel a lot.
goes the bus.
Alright.
Thank you.
There we go. Are you ready? You're next, yeah! Get up! Come over here! Walk the plank, come here! There we go! Yes! Alright! Yeah! No mercy! Yeah!
On you come, sir!
Where's your part? Yeah!
They don't get any more English than Smith Street, do you? It's, but then as we get to the next one here, the street names change. This one is Rue Bernard. And from here on all the street names are in French, because this was their bit. Roy on the left there to some of our people that went overseas to fight and never came back. And I'm just going to stop here for a second, because on the rush back there I didn't put the old sunglasses on, and there was a bit of it this morning. Now that war memorial there has been just extensively rebuilt. It got damaged in the earthquakes and was dangerous, you couldn't go near it, but now it's been sorted. The old post office on the left though, it's unfortunately still out of bounds, you can't go in there. That's a dangerous building after our earthquakes. And you'll notice the supermarket or shop on the left here with all the French bunting around it, so we're in very much the French end of the town here. And some of the architecture is very French, some of the houses. It does have just a unique flavour, this end of town, or the whole of Akaroa really. If you notice, this garage here on the right does not sell petrol, it sells lessons, or essence. Especially imported from France, of course. Yes. Nice people waiting for me. Got a market here on the right. And a lovely village green on the left. Very English.
Turn the air on, please.
Right, aircon should be on now. Beautiful French church on the right there. I think it's one of the oldest churches in the south, in New Zealand actually. Oops. I'll just take it quietly around here. Unfortunately it's bow on, isn't it? Which isn't. When we park them side on, it's a nice view of your ship often. So anyway, we'll climb in, especially with your ship down there. You won't appreciate too that the big old volcano, this is a crater that we're looking at, and of course a crater has high sides all the way around, and the only way out is over the top. And if you look straight ahead out through the windscreen, you can just make out some white buildings up near the top and some trees, and that's basically where we're going next. So over the top, straight ahead, that low point with the dark trees right at the top. So we'll start heading there. Your dog is waiting for you.
Isn't this beautiful? Just pulled up here for a break and morning tea at this little country place here. Gorgeous little place in the mountains. It's so terrainy. No wonder the sheep are fit. Gardens. Beautiful little place, and of course they're doing sheep demonstrations over behind Elizabeth. Sheepdogs. but we have seen that quite a few times now, as you know on the video. How peaceful. Just go up and get a top of this beautiful little home. And out there, just over the top, is the water that you can see. That's the man doing the sheep. Beautiful. Had a shortbread and a little sausage roll, and it was gorgeous. I pitched a strawberry off the bush too as well. Very peaceful place, isn't it? Extremely. Mountains and the land is absolutely gorgeous.
Some trees you can see down there. That's round about where I'm going to be dropping you off to have an amble around town and do what you like shortly. So I'll be there in a couple of minutes. Just go around on a couple of blocks. But the lights change. But yeah, I'd like to know what she's doing.
It's taking me a horror shop when you were there, Davis.
Now, I said about the early forefathers put aside Hagley Park. They also pulled into these areas. This is Latimer Square, and there's a number of these little squares. So everywhere throughout the city, or the main business area, there's these little squares dotted that were written into the original rules of the town that they are never to be touched. They will be here forever as public ground for the public to enjoy. Queue behind me, so I think we'll let someone go.
that big lump of dark green trees at the top there. There's about 3 or 4 trees in the group. That's about the peak up there, that's where we're going. You see some lampposts going around the edge of those trees. We'll be up there in a moment. Can't quite hear yeses? No! No! Right, they're gone. I need a two-way speaker, don't I? But yeah, you're looking at Akaroa straight across there, sort of almost round the corner of the wee bay. Down on the left is that piece I told you about with the tribe built a fortified position and held off against
Is that his brother?
the Northern tribe from up north for quite a long time until they were trapped.
Videoing trees, yep.
And now we say a final goodbye to Akaroa, a lovely little place, and unfortunately we didn't have the time to stay here. So Elizabeth's gone for a walk, probably to see if we can get some souvenirs in this beautiful little town of Akaroa. What a shame we didn't have more time. This is the Wheelhouse Bar, and today is Friday. This is my favourite bar. Friday the 13th, I think. Could be the 12th. Sorry, the 12th. And we have just arrived at Dunedin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand biosecurity regulations prohibit the removal of the following items from the vessel: fresh fruit and vegetables, meat of any kind, prepared meals including sandwiches, dairy products, any other food items, flowers, seeds or plants. Only commercially bottled drinking water is permitted to leave the vessel without the permission of the MPI quarantine inspectors. Passengers
as I said, Dunedin has many firsts. On the right there is Cadbury's, which was started by Mr. Hudson, and Hudson's, then it became Cadbury's, then it became Hudson Cadbury's Schweppes, and now it's called Cadbury's, but its real name is Hudson's Fry Cadbury Schweppes, owned by Kraft. The railway station is commonly called the Gingerbread House, as the
Now this is Ulverston House in Dunedin, and it's the house of the youngest mayor ever to own a home like that in the Southern Island. But we're being called, I better go. Unfortunately, no photos allowed inside Ulverston House, but that was absolutely beautiful. Old vintage car down there, in Austin I think it is. But I won't go down because it will, well, we will. But before we do, I have an example of the house up here. And then we'll go and have a look what it is, just for curiosity. A Fiat. A Fiat. Well, there you go. But I don't know if you can see. Not really.
There's no squeaking or anything in the floorboard.
Bit hard to see.
Ah, come on.
This is the Ballroom Cafe at Lanark Castle. We're having morning tea.
This is the music room.
Mahogany and oak. It's the dining room.
Yes, it sure is.
Unbelievable restorations.
The plaster was in pretty bad shape from the water.
Okay, this is the music room. The roof is all plaster, and 2 Italian plasterers done that. It was all hand painted prior to putting on the ceiling. The woodwork in that is incredible. There you go.
Making windows, doors, anything for houses, etc. So you would imagine arriving here in your buggy, coming up the stairs and walking in here, and William could say, well, this is what I can make for you as well. And we do have other homes that are lovely like this one here as well. Now we have glass here. This is Italian etched glass, represents the empire of the time, 1870.
Oh, quick one, Abby's there.
Okay. Lanark Castle, eh?
Good. Oh, God. Beautiful countryside. Well, we're about to leave Dunedin, so we're going to finish off with just this beautiful garden which is outside of the station. And that's the Grand Station. I don't know how old this station is, but it's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous station. Look at that, right up to the sky. And down again. And finish on another garden. You can almost smell it. And there's a sign there. Edinburgh, 18,869 kilometres. There you go. And we'll finish off with a little picture of the town opposite the station. There you go. Of course, you've got to see inside the station, haven't you? And right up around the balcony. Tickets and information. Glorious old station. I'm glad they preserve these things. Not as busy as I thought it would have been, but hey. Tickets, please. And now I'm leaving you with the actual platform. That's the Teary Gorge Railway that's about to leave. And I'll just show you a quick look at the carriages. I can't show you the carriages, but I can show you the train itself, the side of it. Their gauge is the same as Queensland, so they're babies compared to New South Wales. The colour scheme's a lot to be desired. Baby shit yellow, not very nice.
Watch your back, mate.
Good morning, it's Saturday the 13th and we're approaching, coming into the Fordlands. Take more video. Very overcast today.
Struck the house, set himself up. The young chap then left, Richard here, who worked for about 18 years here, operating out of Resolution Island. What he'd do is he'd travel across this waterway we're travelling, and on the mainland, here on the starboard right, he would capture some of these flightless birds, namely the kiwi, and also the lesser known kakapo, the world's largest flightless parrot. He would then, of course, row across back to the island and release these birds. Things were going marvellously for Richard. He thought he was doing a great job.
We're going up in there. Those little boats are saying, hell, I'm out here. I wonder how high those mountains are. Does anyone know? Does anyone know how high they are?
I reckon there's probably more than that. I would take it a guess. They wouldn't allow more than one ship in a day.
Because of the soil or the erosion or whatever?
No, you don't want a ship in there. With the one coming out, the one coming in. You wouldn't worry about the tides here. Apparently, it's as deep down there as what that is up there.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks. Bloke in the boat must be thinking, Christ, there's a lot of eager fishermen on that boat.
I reckon.
Now, of course, the mountain production is one of the reasons more for this here. The other, of course, is the glaciation. And this whole area, of course, once been filled completely up with frozen water, ice, and travelling down roughly about 1 metre per day. A lot of people wonder how it is that ice can actually make any impression on this extremely hard granite. And the reason is it's not so much the ice that's doing the cutting. What happens with all the weight and pressure, small bits of rock break away from the sides of the valley. Now just on the top left hand side, a small little group of rocks there. If you've got binoculars or zoom lens, you may just spot some southern fur seal basking on the rocks just to the left.
of the ship on the screen. I said the view is the front of the ship. And that's the end. Well, we've still got a few days at sea to play up now. This will be goodbye New Zealand.
I thought already the fish there.
Now we put now the water.
This
just let it simmer for a while. A minute.
I noticed also this is one of your favorite.
Yeah, this is my favorite too.
Since you are young,
Yeah.
this is what your mama's offer to you. That's why you don't grow.
Yeah, so prepare this every time for us.
Supposed to be milk first.
Milk in the morning, and lunchtime is this one.
You said this one is for breakfast.
No,
so it is
sometimes,
in the morning.
sometimes in the breakfast.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Plus milk.
Yeah.
Or you set aside the milk and then this one you drink.
Then we add some salt in it.
Salt.
Pepper.
But anyway, it's not too late. You keep drinking milk so that you will grow.
I think there's no chance anymore.
No chance?
Yeah.
Still.
I'm old enough already, so that's why I think there's no chance anymore.
How old are you?
30.
38? Could you imagine?
Yeah.
38 years old, huh? He's but looks so young. Looks so 23 years old.
Now you can put now your fish.
But we're very close.
Yes. What else?
Vinegar.
Vinegar. Vinegar. Only vinegar. Hello, vinegar, señor.
I reckon I can smell apple.
Anyway, what can I say? 10 years learning so what's the vinegar? No vinegar, no. Okay, we'll start back again. We say it's grapes, we say passion fruit, we say grapefruit. Keep banana. Who say banana? Banana.
How much you got
no
left here?
bananas on the white people. No. You can find many fruits, especially in the white wine.
It's
Citrus,
gone.
a lot of citrus. This solution is fresh. It's acidity in a white wine. Yes? It's kiwi, it's passion fruit, it's green apples. Yes? Yeah? And the most important thing now is to...
Give me a minute, I'm going to video it.
It's nice and warm.
no picture of your love because of the sun. So it's a bit isolated at the moment, is it?
There's nobody up here except you and me.
Me and you. Let's have a nude swim.
Oh, yeah, right. It's
just saw something jump out of the water. Where?
just there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a over there like a whale. Oh, it's a fin.
I'd say it's a dolphin.
Well, they don't have sharks.
I'd say it's a dolphin.
Oh, it's big, whatever it is. No, that's a whale.
No, it's not.
That's a spermatic whale. Visit. Spermatic whale.
It's a dolphin.
So there we go. It's 8:30, plenty of brightness. Lovely sky over the back there. And of course you can hear the ocean roaring.
It's a bit freezing cold.
And I'm going to go round there because Elizabeth found something out there somewhere. Don't know where. And we're going to walk the plank. Or should I say the deck. And that's a lonely, long, bloody deck. We're actually under the lifeboat. Hope we don't drop on our bloody heads. So there you go. Background you can see land. Yeah, hang on, don't bump me, I'm taking a video with the camera. Might be dolphins, this. Whatever it is, it'll be bloody cold. And that's that.
Oh, and it's a hollow feeling when it comes down to dealing with it never ends. Every night when the sun goes down, there's just another lonely boy in town, and she's out running. It's another tequila sunrise, and so the world still looks the same. Never afraid.
And thank you very much for watching the adventures of Ricky and Elizabeth on the Deep Sea Diamond Princess in New Zealand. Well, let me tell you, out of all the countries in the world, Australia is beautiful, and so pleased to be back home. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly did. And thank you, Diamond Princess.